Hey everybody, JB back with you once again for another video for JoshL6. We are currently on the 60s decade, starting here with Sheer Mountain Range, which is a very interesting level because, well, first of all, I have not really solved this, um, but this is an important level for a reason I'll talk about here in a minute. This red button destroys the bomb next to the locks. Okay, that's that. Okay. A trap button is being held down in the northwest. Blocks in the southwest have ice under them. All blue walls are real. Okay, so despite this being level 61, all the blue walls are real, and so we don't have to worry about oofing into them. Okay, so that's the button that's being held down. So I'm going to make the assumption that I can't really get through that, or at the very least, that's not intended. So this level... Wait, why am I oofing? I just said I don't need to do that. I saw the blocks there, and I think I just kind of assumed. So yeah, this level is interesting for a reason that I wasn't really expecting to bring up when I was going through my own set doing Walls of CC LP1, and that is that this level is based on the last Starfighter from CCLP1. It's not a direct wall conversion. Okay, that slide delay. That's a little nasty. Also, I need to turn the sound on. There we go. So yeah, it's not quite a perfect conversion. Josh messed around with it a little bit, but it is the last Starfighter, which is pretty neat. I'm a little nervous about all this slide delay here. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, I don't want to get those chips over there either, just because there's another ice skate, and I am wondering if maybe we'll need that. And yeah, I don't really want to go down there either. I'm just going to assume, yeah, that's not possible. So I wanted to just try it out. So yeah, it's interesting that this level didn't really quite use the wall pattern that it was based on. It was almost a conversion, but not quite. Wow, that is really long slide delay. But when I got to this level in Walls of CCLP1, I was originally going to make a toggle maze out of this, but then I thought, what if I could make this maze where, not a maze per se, but you basically have to push blocks around into bombs to clear a path for yourself, and also get chips, but at the end you basically have to go through everything and clear a path. And that's kind of where I made the level Snowball Park, which is named after a Super Mario 3D World level. And I have to say, I really ended up enjoying working with this wall template, even though at first I was kind of nervous about using it. Like, I wasn't really sure if it was really going to work well, or if it was going to be too tedious, or if it was not going to be fun. But Josh said that he really liked it a lot, and I'm planning on submitting it to CCLP5 submissions for that reason. I wasn't even going to at first. It was one of the final levels I made for the set, but now that I've heard from him about it, I kind of want to submit it, and now that I've had some time away from it, Oh, I see. Okay, I'm waiting for that to... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the only real place that can go, so... That is a cool section. I do like the way that works. So that blows this. So I take it we'll get at least one more key down here, hopefully. Okay, there we go. That's a little precarious. I don't like the way that that's set up, but at least it works. I think the one thing that I'm concerned about is what if I didn't trap all of them there? That's a little concerning. Okay, yeah, there's one... How do you hold this or get rid of this? Is it through there? Where's there a toggle button? Unless, no, there's no other path here. Nothing there. Am I missing a toggle button somewhere? Not there. Okay. This is a little concerning. Maybe there's one down over here in the lower left area. Oh, here we go. Right here. So that's what that blowing up accomplished. Gotcha. Okay, so that should lead to that. There we go. I figured it had to be there because A, it's close, and B, we've pretty much exhausted everything else. Was it through here? Yeah, it's through here. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, I'm gonna get my boots stolen here. There we go. Alright, where is the exit? Where is the exit? Do, 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 do. If anyone knows what I'm referencing, once again, you get 1 point. Alright, so that was fun. Slide delay shenaniganry notwithstanding. I would say overall this is an okay level. It's not really one of my favorites, but I do like the idea of it. Yeah, it's a decent one. Okay, Himalayan pool party. Okay, so this looks like an ice-themed level. So far, so straightforward. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that idea of just moving that out of the way, and then it just goes right into water. That's pretty cool. Okay, wow, I cannot believe those things don't collide. Oh! I don't know why I was just so hesitant there. That was kind of silly. Okay, the levels are definitely starting to ratchet up in difficulty a bit now, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot less random talking and more level commentating now, which is probably more what you're here for anyway, so that's a good thing. The section is a little precarious, but I do like the way it works. And I'm glad that this is toward the beginning of the level, assuming that there's going to be fewer dodging sections later. I also like the fact that you can just follow the monsters and it makes sense. Like, it's not, there's not like, oh, you know, there's a big pit here that I have to, you know, climb over or jump over in a platformer that I can't see because of the camera. That's one thing that I feel like there's an equivalent of that in CC. Where if you're not careful as far as, you know, following a monster and it does some weird thing you weren't expecting, it could also always feel awkward. But there's ways to do it or to telegraph things that I think work well. And I'm going to assume that that's it. Okay, so this does that. Okay, so I can make a loop here at least. I don't know why my throat is so dry. Oh, I forgot to mention an update on the COVID shot. So yeah, I got my shot earlier today, like I mentioned in the last video, and it went pretty well. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we actually had to switch the manufacturers, so I ended up getting Pfizer. So I'm gonna have to go back in 3 weeks, which is kind of a bummer. I was really hoping to be done. I think I mentioned that in the video as well, but I'm not really too upset about it. I'm just glad to have an appointment and to get everything taken care of, so. But, yeah, all I'm feeling is just, you know, the typical sore arm kind of stuff, so. Okay, what does this say? Do you really think you can make it while holding the skates? Not really. So, I'm gonna have to assume that we do a... Oh, I'm gonna have to do a... Oh. Okay. Okay, that's simple enough. Okay, that water is slightly, I get why it's there, but I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that was pretty fun. It's a decent level. I'm not sure I would say it's one of my favorites. I liked it better than level 61, but it had a lot of really cool rooms. I liked that open room in the middle with all the chips in it. That was pretty neat. Okay, 10 Carat Hill. Oh, I do remember this one. This is this key level where you get a bunch of blue keys and then go in. So I'm kind of surprised at the name of this level, because whenever I hear carrot, I think of gold, and this is blue. So I don't know if this is like a reference to something or what. But I'll tell you what it made me think of. It made me think of a different level from another Josh set, Walls of CCLP3, called Cosmic Gold Hill, which was built into the walls of Jaywalker, and it had a similar thing with blue doors going on, except with the force floors. And it actually inspired one of my own levels from Walls of CCLP1 called Lemon Lime Soda Jungle, which is itself a reference to, what was that Mario game? New Super Mario Bros. U, I think. It's the names of one of the worlds is Soda Jungle, and so I thought, oh, it would be cool to have like lemon lime in there because it's like yellow keys and green force floors. So that was an okay level. I have to confess, when it comes to like collecting, like collectathon kind of levels like this with keys and chips and stuff, it's nice when you can mix it up a little bit, which is one reason why I like Holiday Trail a lot versus some of these other levels. This one, I feel like Fool's Gold is a better like version of this concept, but I still liked this one. Okay, American Zipline competition. So I have to get all the chips first before going to the left side. Okay, so there's a yellow door there that I'm assuming we'll eventually come back to. How do you get over... Oh, here. It's directly right there. And then we have this. Okay. So I believe these are the walls of Hoodwinked, which at the time this was made wasn't even in CCLP4 yet. This was just a custom level at that point. So, what are we doing with this? I feel like that's not correct, but... Okay, I don't know what that accomplished, but I'm going to assume that it's correct. We have red, flippers, skates, and I know there's a blue key out here somewhere. Yeah, I have to admit, I was really impressed with Jeffrey's take on this idea. What was it called? Transgression? But as far as like a nice simple level goes, I do like this one. This is pretty neat. Not one of my favorites, but it is pretty neat. Here we go. Wait. Wasn't that... Whoa, that is a thing. I'm going to assume that the goal is ultimately to get... that fireball into the green button there. It's just a matter of how at this point. And I don't know. Oh, wait, I do. Oh! Wow, that was really bad. I think you can kind of see what I was going for there, though. Okay, let's try this again. Whoops. Go there. There's 2 left. I keep forgetting how to get these 2. It's like over here, right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the back and forthing of this level, I think, is the one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of. But that's a very minor complaint, because I think it's just more that at the end of the day, this is just more of an item swapper, and there's so many item swappers out there that it's just kind of hard to really stand out among them. That's mostly what it is, honestly. It's just there's so many of these. But as far as like using this template, personally, I would say that this is a good use of this template. Like I probably would have done something similar to this. So wait a second here. Let me make sure I did this correctly. So if I go over here and I hit this, that does put the fireball. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I just need to get that. I need to get one more button pressed, which is this, right? Ah! I keep hesitating there. I hate hesitating. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think it's just nerves. Like, I'm really bad when it comes to these kinds of levels where I have to do live dodging right there and then. And it's that same one, which is this way. Or same two, I should say. I think my favorite part of this level, honestly, is this whole deal with getting the 3 clone button presses. Like, I think that, honestly, is the best thing. I like how levels can, like, give you something other than chips to collect, and this is a good example of that. Because it kind of forces you to think outside the box a little bit. Oh, that's the final button press, that right there. Because that's what the toggle wall opens up. I'm sure y'all saw that the entire time. It's just different when you're playing the game, just because you're having to focus on one thing at a time. And I'm really bad at multitasking, so that might be a good thing, though, because multitasking is probably not very good for your brain. Okay, let's try this one more time. I like this section. It's just, at the end, it's a little nasty. Okay. Oh, I almost, yeah. I almost got in the way of that. And there we go. Yeah, that was fun. Again, not my favorite one, but I do enjoy the concept. It was really cool. Okay, Lake Laogai, I believe is how you pronounce that. And I think this is another reference to Avatar. Again, I haven't seen it, so let's see. That is not a smart way to go about traveling here. I'm going to assume that that goes to that trap, and then there's a... This is going to be hard to navigate, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to have to push a block there or what, so... Oh, you know what? I bet I'm supposed to do this. Let's do this. And then I'm going to send you there. And so now I can go over there at some point, I'm assuming. Or maybe I was supposed to bridge to that originally. Okay, let's try not getting too fancy here yet, I guess. Okay, so now we're out here, and there's invisible walls lining this outside. Okay, I'm just going to assume that these are all invisible, so... And I need to actually do this. So now we have an open route to get to both buttons, which means, I believe, yeah, we just need to cross over into there. I don't know why, but maybe it's just the aesthetic of this, but it reminds me a little bit of In the Pipeline from UC4. Ultimate Chip 4. Like the CC2 version of it. Okay, I don't want to get that. I see there's a thing here. I see your little trick there, Josh. You're not fooling me with that. There's still that other path there that we haven't explored, so... I'm going to assume that this is fine to do this. Okay, that's just a chip. Okay, yeah, let's get that chip first and then we'll come back. I do like levels with dirt paths because they're a nice way to keep track of what you haven't traveled through yet. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so can I make it through that? I'm assuming we have to, right? Okay. Not a problem. So now we go up here, and there's that. So now this glider, whoa, goes over there. That was a little scary. And I still can't get over there without a tank button press. But there's a tank button right there. I also like how there's these barriers with the clone machines that force you to push the block only one space, and therefore the button only one space. That's pretty neat. Alright, so I have no choice but to go in here. What? Okay, that's mean. I'm going to uncover that dirt. That's a little mean. I am not a fan of that. Yeah, that's... Wait a minute. I'm not going to forget this time. There we go. That's a little nasty, not going to lie. Not even like a hint to say that, I don't think. Or telegraph that. Maybe that's supposed to reference something from the show. Like maybe somebody had like a fiery death or something. Maybe I'm referencing something really traumatic for fans of the show, so maybe I should stop talking. But, yeah. I really like this little trap here. Like, normally I would kind of be like, yeah, that's cheap. But I think it was mainly just because I recognized it and it was visible from that blue key. So I do like the way that works. That is neat, how that all comes together. Alright, I feel a little better about going through this now that we kind of have a general idea of what the flow is supposed to be. And it's pretty much an anti-clockwise trick around here. Wait for it. There you go. And I actually need to go over here, don't I? Alright. Nothing there. Okay. So don't go through the teleport this time. Oh, you can see it right here. Okay. Never mind. There's stuff right there. Wait, don't tell me I was supposed to partial post that. Oh no, I was supposed to partial post that, wasn't I? Yeah, I think I was. Oh, this level is the gift that keeps on giving, man. This is... I like the level, don't get me wrong. In fact, I think out of the ones we've played today, this one is probably my favorite, actually. That might shock Josh, but I actually really like this level. It's just... It's filled with these little traps that sometimes are clever, but sometimes unnecessary. And I'm not, like, opposed to little traps. I mean, I include a lot of them in my own levels. It's just in a long linear level, I feel like you always have to be careful about how they work and where they're placed. And maybe it's just me being stupid because it's late in the day, so feel free to take all this with a grain of salt, Josh. I'm not really, like, hounding on this level too hard because I honestly think most of this is my fault and I could have seen it coming, like, you know, in hindsight, I could see that teleport from the distance that I could have seen things from before getting to the place where I would have made that terrible decision going through for the first time. So I get that. Like, that's me. Alright. I think the thing I like about this level the most is that it has this interesting quality in terms of an aesthetic identity. I think that's pretty neat whenever a level can do that well. And now I'll remember to go right here. Like, I love the fact that it's all one big body of water. There's these little paths that go everywhere. There's invisible walls and blue walls that are dotting the edges, which is pretty neat. Like, all that stuff is pretty... You've got to be kidding. Really now? Really? I'll probably have this optimized again by the time we're done. Well, not there, because I could have opened that dirt space earlier, but... Anyway, let's just get this over with. There's going to come a point where I'm going to have to stop doing like 10 levels at a time when the levels get really hard, probably. But I don't think we've gotten there quite yet. I'm guessing that we're going to start getting to like harder levels pretty soon, though. And I keep forgetting not to do that. So yeah, today, we officially started the CCLP4 staff. So, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, just because the last time I talked about, or sorry, CCLP5, 4, what am I saying? CCLP5 staff. I don't know if I mentioned it the last time I recorded, because I don't know if the decision had been, or the offer had come through yet, but I'm going to be serving as the speaker for the staff for this effort, and I'm really excited for that, just because I do like making announcements and stuff, and I'm also going to be testing levels and whatnot. But I'm really excited to be kind of more in a kind of PR role, I guess, is the best way to put it. Okay, do not open that. So yeah, we started the staff and open submissions today, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out. And apparently this is a red key. Okay. So that's this. Okay. I do like the way that works. That is honestly really cool. Ooh, I can swim. Okay. Is there some kind of secret hint or something interesting that I can find around here, or is that pretty much it? I'm really curious now. Ooh, there is a hint. Not that this matters or anything, but this is where Jet dies. Wow, spoilers, Josh. Come on, man. I haven't seen the show yet. Dude. Alright. It's fine. I'll just have to try to not remember that. Or maybe Jet is like a character nobody cares about or something. So, I don't know. Anyway, south of Sideways. Let's move on to level 66 here. I'm going to assume that that's all we can do there. I like the way this feels. It's definitely very different. What am I doing exactly? I'm not even sure. Okay, yeah, I think I was supposed to put that down there. I think one of the qualities I just really like about Josh's levels are that he has this knack for taking blocks and doing very interesting things with them. And it makes you feel like you're accomplishing stuff, even if the level is kind of solving itself in a way. Oh, I like this. This is cool. That is a really neat room. I really like that room. I'm just going to assume that we push this. Get that. Uh, I see the blue key thing there, but I don't think I have 2 blue keys. Yeah. So I'm a little... Wait, no, this should be fine. Let's do this. I was a little worried about that, but no problems there. The far left trap button is connected to a trap elsewhere. Okay. I guess we do that then? Okay, I don't want to go there again because I'm going to get trapped, right? Oh, here we go. I like the way that there's these exits everywhere, and I can't boost off that. There's all these exits everywhere, and you can't get to any of them, but it's not like in a ha, you know, look how clever I am kind of way like some of these fake exit levels are. It actually feels legitimately fun. And here's the real one. That is a really fun level. I do like that one a lot. That's pretty neat. Obsidian Palace. Ooh, I am in love with this aesthetic. I've been wanting to make a level with a fire and gravel aesthetic for a while, and I've been wanting to call it Scorched Earth. But like I haven't been sure about what to do with that yet, so I don't know like if I'm supposed to be even using a block there like I just did that, but you know, I'm just gonna do it. Who cares? I don't really see any other way to do this just based on the patterns I'm seeing where the fire and the walls are, so before I move on, I just want to run back real quick and just check to see if I missed one here, because I think I might have. Yeah, there's this. Of course, maybe that's intentional. Maybe I'm supposed to come back. But let's go ahead and do it. And I can even get in here now. Ooh, we have an asphalt line section. Ooh, and a clay tunnel section. I like that. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I like the way this works. And the fact that you use almost all the walls, too, that's pretty sweet. There are chips under some of these blocks. Okay. I'm assuming that it doesn't really matter where they go, so these fireballs are all stuck here to begin with. There's a key under that one. Okay, we have one left. And now I can freely roam around out here. Oh, I don't even need to push the thing. Ooh. Is this ring of fireballs gonna stop? Or oh, wait, I see an opening there now. I don't know what pressing the toggle button ended up accomplishing, though. I'm going to assume that somehow it created the opening, though. Maybe, I don't know. See, I'm really excited for what's to come with CCLP5. It seems like the staff is generally all on the same page and excited about what's coming up. Alright, ooh, this level. This is the one collab level that I did with Josh in this set, and I'm also including it in JBLP2 as well. The Tides Have Turned. I kind of feel bad, though, because I didn't actually do a whole lot to contribute to this, other than making the aesthetic and some stuff. But other than that, a lot of the actual puzzles were Josh's puzzles, so, and I thought they were, like, so good that I didn't do much other than just, like, spruce up one of the rooms and how it looked, I think. Okay, I'm a little afraid of what's going on here as far as just making sure that that's... Okay, yeah. That's a little frightening. So I'm assuming that we just have to use that block at least temporarily to get the teeth not to go into the slide, but what about after you drop below that? Or is that even an issue? Maybe that's not even an issue, I don't know. I forgot this level, it's been so long. So yeah, the idea behind this is that there's one set of rooms here that's like the high tide rooms, and then there's a low tide set of rooms. Okay, so I think that'll be fine. So let's go over here for now. So I think as long as I can just bridge over here, then we should be okay. So yeah, this is the high tide rooms, and then below this we have the low tide rooms. And I separated everything. I intentionally created like the outer stuff such that it could basically have this sort of, you don't really know where exactly in the level you are sort of illusion going on, which I think worked pretty well. So I don't know if I'm supposed to use this or not for anything. I don't see any way I can. Where do I get fire boots, though? That's kind of the mystery right now, right? Like, where can I get... Oh, wait. Maybe I don't here. Maybe I have to do this. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to save the fire boots for later and go to the low tide room first. And I forgot who had this concept. I know it was in the level title bank, but somebody had this idea. Like a high tide, low tide idea. Alright, so going there into the thief is going to mean death, so let's not do it. Just go right back. So I have to press a tank button because something's under that tank. I think I added these pink balls, I want to say. I want to say I added these pink balls. I don't think it really matters where we push the blocks. There's just chips under them. Okay, so there's our fire boots there. So wait a minute. Did we go through a one-way door? No, we did not. Okay. So I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, that the blue button is actually in the other room. So let's go back now that we have the fire boots. And by the way, I haven't brought this up yet, but the walls in each area are actually exactly the same. So that's one of the constraints that I wanted the level to be built around, was if we could have the same layout, but then one section was the underwater section and one section was the mostly above water section, then we could have two completely different experiences in one go. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that sipping noise, by the way. I got a frozen drink at a local coffee shop that actually just opened up right by my apartment, and they're pretty good. Like, I had to admit, before I moved here to Colorado, I didn't really know much of, like, local coffee shops and whatnot. Mainly just because in Texas we didn't really have a coffee shop scene where I lived. So everywhere that we went was basically just Starbucks and more Starbucks. And yeah, you know, Starbucks is very corporate and very much its own thing. And it's fine. Like, it's not like I have anything against them. But it's just nice to support a local coffee shop. And it's, I don't know. I feel like Starbucks' drinks are just way too sugary as well. So I feel like I've just kind of grown a little tired of them. But to each their own, I suppose. That is honestly still a really fun level. I really like it a lot. I know I'm kind of biased because I helped work on it a bit, but I do really like it what it does. I wouldn't mind seeing this in CCLP5. I think so far this is my favorite of all the levels we've played today. Okay, solid vertical structure. I'm just looking at this, and I think... Do I have to get these blocks out? No, I can't get the blocks out, so I'm going to have to do something like this. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, I have to get the yellow key first. Okay. Fair enough. I wasn't seeing exactly what was going on with that, so fair enough. I've been wanting to make a level that's kind of like a tower level, so this might give me a little bit of inspiration. Wait, am I supposed to actually use all of them? I think I'm actually supposed to use all of them. Let's restart. I see it now. It makes more sense now that you open that door first. And these are all invisible, so I can't go over there. And I missed it. Whoops. Okay. This looks a little precarious. Let's try getting our friend the teeth over here. Yeah, that was not great. That is a really clever section. I do like that. But definitely tricky. Not to be trifled with. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that Swip Swap level from the other 100 tiles. That teeth level that was like really late in the set. Okay, let's not pick anything up. There we go. Okay, that's pretty neat. I do like that. I'm going to assume that I need to open this one up first. Yep, okay. Alright, so we got the stressful teeth section done, and now we have an item swappy section. Fun times. This kind of reminds me a little bit of CC1, these kinds of rooms. I'm trying to figure out, so this is one of those things that's hard to really pinpoint because I feel like the levels that we got from the CC1 designers are like the only ones that we're really that familiar with. I mean, some of them did design for CC2, but it is kind of nice to like see some levels and be like, yeah, that is what represents CC1. You know what I mean? Okay, so that is... Let's just go right as much as we can. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we just do that. There doesn't seem to be any complicated Sokoban stuff going on here, so this seems to be relatively straightforward. Okay, what exactly are we doing here? I'm assuming that tank needs to destroy that, but I might be wrong. Okay, I'm seeing that you can send the fireball back. Is that what we want to do? And what's the purpose of getting it in there, by the way? Okay. So the blue button's right there. So I can't really get there without the yellow key, and I can't get the yellow key without releasing this thing, and but I can't really go through there without holding it down, right? Oh, I get the green key there. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and do this. I'm hoping that this is not wrong. I don't think it is, but let's just give it a shot. And then... Okay, so this is a lot more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. That is a fun level. I really liked that. That's pretty neat. I like how you get all those chips in the middle, too. Ooh, flooded forest. Yeah, this level. I remember this. This is a blue wall experience from Josh here. So, many of you who have watched the channel for a while know that I have a bit of an issue with levels that have what I call the blue forest fire problem, which is where you have a bunch of hazards and then you have blue walls and you might oof on the wrong thing or it behaves in a way you don't expect and then you go plunge right into the hazard. Yeah, this level, I'm a little nervous about this. I'm going to assume that that goes there, by the way. First of all, where do we go? Wait a minute, was I supposed to even push that there? Was I supposed to go over here instead? I'm seeing more walls there, and... Oh, here we go. Can go back. Okay, I need a green key. I feel like once we get the green key, things are going to be unlocked. And now we're trapped. Okay, not good. Oh, here we go. Obtain the green key before going further into this flooded forest. Okay, that's... Oh, here it is. I was going to say, that's kind of obvious at this point. I really like the way that this level looks. Like, the feel of it is pretty neat. Okay, there we go. I'm just hoping that there's not any, like, nails or anything around the level. I don't think there are, just because the hint suggests that you're supposed to do the green key first. So, I'm hoping that that's the case. Really, really hoping. This area here reminds me a little bit of Vortex from CC1. I'm also assuming, by the way, that the border is untouchable, so hopefully that's not unfounded. Okay, let's look around here. So now I can go a little further. See, that's what I was afraid of right there. That right there. That is the exact issue that... I'm dreading with this level. Alright, let's just try to make it through. I really like how this is built, though. I just wish it wasn't blue walls. Like, that's... I think that's, like, the one thing about this, that if I could change one thing in this level, it would be that. Because I love the rest of the way this feels. It reminds me a lot of Jungle from CCLB2 in terms of the color palette. And I really like that color palette. Like, it's legitimately fun, and it looks pretty. Okay, yeah, I have to assume that that block is for that left side, or maybe for that. Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, good. You never know these days when it comes to slides and joyride type thingies and levels, right? Okay, let's just put that there. I feel like that's the right answer at this point. Like, there's no other way to get in here that I can see. Unless there... No, you can't really do anything there either. Okay, this is definitely for that. I do like when you're opening the green doors, because I feel like with green doors I feel safe. With not green doors, aka blue walls, it's anybody's guess. Okay, I'm a little afraid of this, but okay. Anytime there's like the potential for boosting, that's always a little unnerving. I'm also kind of curious to watch my hopefully optimized solution to this. Okay, where does this block get used? I'm really curious now. Down there, maybe? That's the only real place I can see this working. Okay, let's do this first. Okay, I can officially go through here. Go through here. This level also kind of reminds me a bit of, what was that thing called? Suction Shoe Forest from JoshL6. It reminds me a bit of that. Not totally, but the color palette, I think, is what I'm thinking of here. Ooh, I like this area. That Force 4 section, the way that's decked out. That's pretty neat. I do like that. Oh boy, this looks a little scary. I'm assuming that you need to go up there with this. And I'm going to run with that assumption. Hopefully that's not incorrect. I have to admit, I do have a soft spot in my heart for levels that have this kind of theme of, here's some block that you need to push somewhere, but the level doesn't make it completely clear, but when you do it, it's really satisfying to do it, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm a little worried about this. I think this is supposed to go in here. Like, that makes the most sense. Like, you cover this area, and then you can go down here. Yeah. And then this is for there. So we have 5 chips left. Okay. Let's explore this section. This is the one area we haven't really visited yet. Okay. Good thing we didn't try going for that chip, because we would have been toast. Okay, good. Woo! Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this now. Just need to get to the exit, right? There we go. Flooded forest complete. Besides the blue walls, I think that level is a lot of fun. I honestly love that one a lot. I think the blue walls make it a lot harder than it seems on first glance, but getting the blocks to the right place, honestly, is really satisfying. And now I'm going to watch my solution. I have no idea if this is actually optimal. In fact, I'm pretty sure it probably isn't. Ooh, so I went over here first. That's interesting. Oh, and then I went that way. I guess that makes sense, going kind of anti-clockwise. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about this solution. This is cool. It's kind of fun to watch these back again. I'm a little uncertain about what I was thinking with leaving some of the chips in the bottom area, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? I guess I'm kind of looping around here. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, I had to do that first anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I have to do that, so... Yeah, this section I feel is a little slow, but... I feel like it comes together decently, though. Alright, so that's Flooded Forest. I don't think you could waste a single move in that route to get 520, so... Fun level, fun times. Next time we're going to take on Pyramid Scheme. But until then, thanks you all so much for watching. Did I just say thanks you all? Thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next time. So take care and catch you then.